Now, a man has been dragged on social media. His name has been tainted. People have tried to destroy his brand, called him a lot of names. His name is none other than Bishop Edward Mwai, the founder of the Jesus Winners Ministry, a church that the current President William Ruto last week put on the limelight after he donated a Kenya shillings 20 million to the said church in Roysambu last week on Sunday. Now, the issue of Bishop Edward Mwai and President William Ruto has not begun today. I will diverge into the properties and the net worth and the things held by this man so that you will understand the amount of influence Bishop Edward Mwai has in this country. And even if President William Ruto could not dash the said 20 million he dashed to Edward Moy, and he could not even contribute the 100 million that he said he will contribute, this man could have continued flourishing in his business. I mean, Bishop Edward Mwai is named as one of the top 5 most richest bishops that have ever graced our motherland, Kenya. Why am I saying this? Back in the year 2022, a case made headlines on social media where Bishop Edward Mwai led hundreds of pastors drawn from all churches under Jesus Winner Ministry across the country to protest a delay by Uchumi Supermarket Limited to release a title deed for 3 acres of land it is sold to the church 4 years ago. Then, being 2022, the land was sold to Bishop Mwai back in the year 2018. Now, the clerics held a press at their headquarters in Roysambu, Nairobi. The church's Secretary General Reverend Raphael Moeti accused the Ministry of Industrialization, Trade and Enterprises Development of interference to shortchange the church. And I quote him, let the government not intimidate the church. The money raised by the church members is a result of total sacrifice to glorify God. We prayed for this government, including fasting, so that it could clinch to power. Now, that was why the said Jesus Winners Church Ministry then attacking the government of former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now, the church had initially entered into an agreement with the supermarket in 2018 to buy the 20 acres of land next to Thika Road Mall along Thika Superhighway. The land was meant to expand the current church located next to TRM, Thika Road Mall. Now, Mwai said, we have been patient and have followed the law. Led by General Overseer Bishop Mwai, the clerics pointed an accusing finger at powerful individuals in government who want to forcibly sell the land to another party at a higher value. Under unclear circumstances, the church learned that 17 acres of the land of the 20 acres eyed by the church had been taken by the Kenya Defence Forces. In 2019, we got the news that KDF had taken over 17 acres. We saw their artillery there since we are neighbors, Bishop told the journalist. The bishop added the church leadership had recently been invited by the Parliamentary Land Committee, whose report agreed with our sale agreement for 3 acres of land. Now, the General Overseer said as of March of the year 2022, the church had already completed payment of 401 million Kenyan shillings. The value of the 3 acres to the Public Retailer Supermarket, a public limited company incorporated in 1975 under the Companies Act Cap 486 of the laws of Kenya. Mwai said, on September 20th, 2018, we entered into a sale agreement with Uchumi Supermarket Limited and we paid the requested deposit of 330 million after we acquired a loan of 270 million from Equity Bank. Now, the church, he said, conducted a fundraiser to top up the loan from the bank to realize the deposit. All records are there. We conducted several fundraisers in the church to pay both the loan and the balance owed to the seller. he said. Now, Mwai strongly dismissed the propaganda claiming that a top politician had been funding the church to buy the land. He appealed to then CS for the trade Betty Maina to intervene to ensure a smooth transfer of ownership documents from the supermarket to the church. On May 4th, the church gave Uchumi Supermarket a 21 days to finalize the deal back in the year 2022. Now, Mwai said the government to failed to transfer the ownership of the land. Uchumi must refund the 401 million paid by the church through its financial arm, Jewel Complex Limited, plus an extra interest of 24% according to the sale agreement between the two parties. Now, even back then, when this story came out, it was leaked and it was purported that President William Ruto was the one that was funding Bishop Mwai to buy the said Uchumi land at the said 400 million Kenyan shillings. Now, the land that was supposed to be bought, the whole of it, was 20 acres of land, which in general amounted to about 2.6 billion Kenyan shillings. And President William Ruto was rumored to be behind, to be the power behind the buying of the said land. Then Ruto was a deputy president and he was campaigning against President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga. So Ruto could not display himself to defend the church. The church had to fight for itself. As of today, the news have been making headlines how the Gen Z occupied Bishop Moy's the said church in Roysambu. Now, allow me to diverge to the churches owned by this man and the properties he owns so that you will understand the point of where I'm coming from. Edward Moy, being a Kenyan televangelist who serves the senior pastor at the Jesus Winner Ministry, which is located in Roysambu, Nairobi, the church is known for its mission of accepting others just the way God accepted them. His pastoral teachings have revolved always around power of anointing, charitable teachings, miracles, casting out demons, and offering spiritual guidance to its people. Now, although his year of birth is not known, people claim that Jesus Winner Ministry wished their bishop a happy birthday on June 2nd. Now, meaning the guy, his birthday is on 2nd June. But if you are to weigh Jesus, sorry for using the name Jesus. Jesus is because of their ministry. Bishop Mwai's age ranges from 50 to 60. Now, Reverend Moy founded the Jesus Winner Ministry in 2003. Over the years, the ministry has grown, becoming an influential Christian organization in Nairobi. The televangelist emphasizes in his teachings core values such as generosity and all that. Now, moreover, he has addressed controversial topics such as recognizing worth material and emphasizing on beauty and brains. His ministry has a considerable media presence, including television, broadcast, radio, and social media platforms that have helped him gain rapid popularity within the Kenyan audience. Additionally, he has held community outreach programs. For instances, he supported families in Murang'a County affected by floods last year. The man is said to be having about over 500 churches currently. All these churches are all under Bishop Mwai. Bishop Mwai is an enthusiast, a man that has invested in real estate. It is believed that the said Jesus Winner Ministry, is building a real estate empire, let me say a city in Nakuru, which will be held by the church, the ministry of the church, and Bishop is a beneficiary of it because he is the founder of this church, so meaning he commands over 500 churches. And that's why I told you, the 20 million that Ruto donated to this man, it's only a mistake that Ruto made by declaring the money publicly. Not that even Mwai does not have money. He is a very rich pastor, among the richest that we have in this republic. Are we together? So when you look at it in a broader picture, Ruto and Mwai have been in an agreement for a very long time. They have been doing business together. And Mwai was among a contingent of pastors that were called to spearhead a task force on the regulation of churches in the country when the Shakahola stories came out. So the man is believed to be building a multi-billion empire in Nakuru. He has churches that are all over Kenya, both in Mombasa, Nakuru, even reaching far to Eldoret, Kitale, and all those places. But his headquarters are located. His headquarters are located in Roysambu. But one thing remains clear, that Bishop Mwai and President William Ruto, there is something that you people don't know about them. The said rumored land that was said to be KDS land that was sold to Bishop that was said to it was sold to Bishop Mwai back in the year 2022, and a powerful politician was rumored to be behind the funding of the church to buy the said land. The man that was rumored to be behind it was President William Ruto. So don't tell me that there is in any way that Ruto and Mwai will fall out, because Mwai will disregard the president, and these people have been in business for a very long time. I will take you even back to the year, not to the year, back a few days ago, after the said story was made public. Bishop Mwai was called by President William Ruto in State House, and they held a meeting together, and pictures were shared online. So it was a dismissal kind of message that was being sent out to Kenyans. Atamfanye nini? Mimi kama Rais William Ruto na Bishop Mwai amjui tumetoana wapi na ni biashara ngapi tumefanya pamoja na tutazidi kufanya. Mwai is among those that prayed for this government to get into office. So you think that you will get him out of a government that he put in office? Bwana, Gen Zs have a rough ride. Na ndio maana leo, with everything that happened, you saw the contingent of GSU officers that was deployed there. Bwana, watu walikuwa wanaokotwa kwa barabara hata kama wewe si protester ama wewe si Gen Z. Wakienda kanisa unashikwa hapo, makofi inatembea vibaya sana. That tells you the kind of influence that this man has. Ni hayo kwa sasa. Maoni kwako mtazamaji, achia maoni kwenye comment section. See you in our next video.